Hello everyone, this is my submission to the Intel Digital Readiness program for the AI for Future Workforce Bootcamp 2026. Myself Sanjith Karthikeyan from second year CSEC section of Vegamal College of Engineering and Technology, and this is my submission to the program. So what I have done, so let's first talk about the problem that I'm been tackling with. So the problem that I'm tackling with is that it's regarding LLMs. So firstly, LLMs today are extremely constrained within the chat interface. So whenever we think of AI, we think of ChatGPT, we think of Gemini, Google Gemini, we think of XIS Grok, and all of these things. The one thing that are common between all of them is, of course, they are all LLMs, and the interface that the user deals with them is a chat interface. So that is exactly the problem. Reason: the LLMs are extremely capable, and we are not entirely realizing the potential of these LLMs. They can do so much more, but we are fully just hiding their potential within these chat interfaces. So what is the solution that I'm bringing? So the solution that I'm bringing is that LLMs are more than chat interfaces. So what I do is that I bring a whole new interface. So we already know about, take a whiteboard for example, take the classic MS Paint for an example. We have all these tools. We have the pens, we have the pencils, we have the erasers, we have the paint brushes and all that, right? So what I'm doing is that I have my own whiteboard, right? This is just a normal whiteboard. But this normal whiteboard is connected to an MCP server via cursor. I'm using cursor, of course. And what this could do is that my AI models from the cursor is connected to this canvas. So what I could do is that take each tool, right? The paint brushes, the erasers, the pencils, as a function call, right? An MCP tool. So what I'll be doing is that my LLM will be calling these tools, and then it will visualize practically anything. So this is different from image generation. Of course, we have own every frontier AI lab has their own image generation models, but this is not this has nothing to do with image generation. This is just function calling. This is still text generation, but we are enabling text generation to be able to visualize. We are enabling ourselves to see how these LLMs visualize, how they are able to imagine, how they it speaks for itself. So yes, that is basically what this overall the tip of the iceberg of this problem and the solution that I'm dealing with.
Before we go any further, we'll just take a look at the prompt that we'll be sending it to the LLM. So what I've done is that I want some sort of structured data, right? I want a visual representation, some kind of stuff that you'd see at business presentations, with the charts and everything, right? So what I've described here is to build an incident pulse dashboard, right? And to use MCP tools to just show the data, severity, service, blah blah blah. And of course I do have sample data prepared, and what it will be taking the sample data into context, and then it will be building it out. As you can see now, so the result that we've got is a perfectly visualized chart that has been visualized taking up the context of the dataset that we have provided. And when you think about it, manual labor wise, of course it's going to take a lot of time to do this manually, but now with the help of AI we'll be able to visualize practically anything, not just charts, practically anything with the help of this MCP.
I hope this explanation was indeed helpful and it made you understand the product that I'm building on. And yes, I do have a lot of plans to indeed upgrade on what has been built so far. This is just the foundation. There is still a lot more to be done, and I'm very much excited to be working on this. And yeah, I hope you had a good time, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.